and I'm going to put you on the spot, Matt. Pick me a winner. I don't mean finger up the nose. I mean in the match.
Well, there is something called the champion's advantage, and that to me is very important. Lethal and Cole know each other very well. Ligero will be the X factor, but begrudgingly, I'm going to have to put my money on the current champion, Adam Cole. And now back to you. Who do you like?
I mean, I'm going to say that there is an advantage of being a champion, without question. But the disadvantage for being a champion for a company like Ring of Honor is that it's called upon you to fly all over the world. And jet lag, wear and tear on your body, will play a factor the longer this match goes on.
Of course, we say hello to Kevin Kelly and Steve Corino, the great commentary team for Ring of Honor. Some changes may be coming in the future, but let's acknowledge our brothers in the industry.
One of my old adversaries back in the British wrestling days, Steve Corino.
I think Steve's everybody's adversary.
And that belt is now on our commentary table. Let me get my eBay app out.
There you go. Adam Cole, not here to make any friends.
And it's somewhat ironic that he's the champion of a company that really rose to prominence by making its competitors shake hands. This is a man who doesn't want to do it.
That's almost the antithesis of the code of honor is Adam Cole. Lethal stays close to Cole. Ligero creates space. One fall to a finish. Countouts, pinfalls, disqualification, submission, all in play here. Smart by Cole there.
And he knew that Ligero's strategy would be speed, and Cole used that speed against Ligero and sent him to the outside.
Oh, hang on, cover! Two! Oh, little schoolboy there caught Adam Cole being cocky.
A little Mexican schoolboy.
Excuse me.
Pac-Man Pedro.
And that's just one thing about Cole, and it's, dare I say, about the younger generation of wrestlers here. They care a lot about the crowd, about social media, about selling T-shirts, but at the end of the day, you got to care about what goes on in between the ropes.
Oh, or in between the eyes, like those two forearms. And Ligero, interestingly, he's a man with very deep spiritual beliefs, and I believe there's a reason that he selected black and gold as the colour for his mask in this Ring of Honor title match. He thinks he's going home with a belt.
Oh, there you go. See how Matt and Nick feel about that, Adam. And now, Ligero and Lethal. The pace will pick up here. The pass by to generate speed. Jumping Rana there by Ligero.
And that Lucha Libre style that is really so prominent across the wrestling stage.
Yeah. And I'd be remiss if I did not shout out Lucha Libre legends such as Conan, Blue Demon, Vampiro. The list goes on and on. Lacks cover there.
And while you commentate for Lucha Underground, I do the English-speaking commentating with my tag team partner in Commentary Crime, Dave Bradshaw, for AAA. So there you go. We both have a Lucha connection. And I once contemplated wearing a mask to rob a bank, but I changed my mind. I just asked for a pay rise.
Ligero now follows Lethal in, twists the arm. You'll notice that Jay's left elbow is heavily taped up underneath that elbow pad. Ligero may have waited too long. Banderas onto the apron. Lethal uses the tightness of the ropes around the turnbuckle to his advantage.
Keep your eye on Lethal because he has something in mind here for the Mexican sensation.
And Adam Cole cuts it off. Cover. Near leg hooked. Not enough.
Look at the frustration on the champion's face there.
Cole back on the attack. Lethal's face bouncing off of the turnbuckle.
There'll be no expression on the face of Lethal after that. A ring shook.
A hush comes over the crowd, and it looks like Cole is going to focus the attack on face, bridge of the nose, the mouth of Jay Lethal.
With a broken nose, it's almost impossible to breathe.
That's right, and a broken nose doesn't always have to bleed as well, so we'll keep an eye on the breathing of Jay Lethal. Oh. Says a lot about the strength of Adam Cole. Uses his size to his advantage. And right back to work.
Says a lot about the viciousness of Adam Cole that sending somebody into a corner post elected a round of applause. Illustrates just how hard that was.
Waist lock here, go behind. Trying to lift his opponent is the Ring of Honor champion Adam Cole. Instead, decides to bring the fight to Ligero, who is coming in off the apron. Shoulder block doubles up Cole. Ligero back in, throws a forearm, catching Lethal. Super kick there by Cole. Kick, block, Lethal to Cole.
Always thinking is El Ligero, but he was feeling there with these huge kicks, and look at that. My God.
A great sequence of events. All three fighters on the mat. Whoever rises to their feet first will have an advantage.
And Ring of Honor has trusted What Culture Pro Wrestling for this championship to be defended in this ring. But let's not forget our main event just around the corner, the What Culture Pro Wrestling Championship. Drew Galloway, Joe Hendry, the battle in the Capitol, just around the corner. Trading shots here. It's Lethal trading him on his own against both men's foreheads. Look at this.
Lethal using momentum.
Oh, Ligero ducks. So does Cole. So does Lethal. Oh.
What does Jay have in mind here?
Oh, unique.
Ligero hung up in the tree of Cole. What does Lethal have in mind? Okay. Basement dropkick dispels Ligero. Nice combination there by Lethal. Instead of going for a cover, he opts for something unbelievable. Yeah.
Lethal's preparing to take Orbit. The Macho Man Randy Savage tribute is here. Look at that. Wow.
Cover here. 2. No. El Ligero able to break up the pin, and the match rolls on.
And a chant of Black Machismo to Jay Lethal. But now it's Ligero who we must shift his attention to, because he's not the only challenger in this title showdown.
Nice ankle pick there by Jay.
And from Randy Savage to the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Oh.
And for the figure 4. Got only a spinning toe hold out of it, and Ligero says why not as well. Ducks the line and gets the figure 4 locked in. A time-honored submission.
Oh, he's got him in the center of the ring.
Over a dozen titles won with this hold here, but look at that!
And Lethal's foot is under the bottom rope, but referee Steve Linsky hasn't seen it. Oh, is he gonna? Straight to the eyes.
Dug his fingers right into Ligero's mask. Now we'll watch the residual damage as Cole shakes out his left knee. Lethal seems to be favoring his left knee as well as his face. And for the suplex,
Up and over, yeah. Ligero so nimble on his feet.
Pass by. Collateral damage on Lethal there. Standing switch, go behind, trying to establish dominance.
Almost knocked his horns off with that one.
Deep leg hook. Cole brought the knee pad down for extra added impact, and Jay Lethal senses the urgency. Ring of Honor world title on the line here at What Culture Pro Wrestling.
And the advantage of having two challengers, as Ligero's finding out now, is it gives him a breather, it gives him a break, and he's going to need to extract every ounce of that if he wants to come back into this one.
But there is a disadvantage for Adam Cole, because if Lethal pins Ligero, that means Cole loses the title without being pinned. Vice versa, Ligero can pin Lethal as well. Same thing happens.
Cole saved himself there, knocking Lethal down, who comes straight back with a chop. Cole fighting for his life, and he should. He is high up here in Edinburgh City.
Every time Adam Cole tries to get something going, Jay Lethal has him scouted. Maybe I spoke too soon. Trading waist locks here, trying to gain an advantage. Spin around. Inadvertent, but it still worked. Cover! 2! Oh, it was a great strategy. Lethal was out from the pile driver, and Ligero was just 1 second away from international stardom.
And I think Ligero may have made a crucial mistake there, because he didn't pin Lethal, who got the worst of that exchange with that pile driver. And now Ligero will go to the top rope for the Mexican wave splash. If he hits this, Cole is in trouble. Ligero up high. Whoa.
Out of the way, Ligero used his momentum. Cole feigned the super kick, then took it to the knees. Modified Canadian destroyer there.
That's got to be all.
Shoulders are down, and
no way.
Alex, what does it tell you about El Ligero able to kick out of a high-impact maneuver like that in such a high-level matchup such as this?
It tells you never underestimate the Mexican sensation, because when Adam Cole came here, he probably thought that Jay Lethal was his main rival for that gold, and now I think he's beginning to question. He's coming over to us, and he
shiny things.
Got a demonic glare on that belt.
See, that we go back to Adam Cole's ego. All about himself. All about being Ring of Honor champion.
But we also should go back to that champion's advantage, because if he is disqualified, Matt, that championship belt will not change hands. He knows it, and so does Linsky. Steve Linsky is the senior referee here in What Culture Pro Wrestling, and he will not stand for it.
Well, it almost as if Cole might be compensating for something else, holding on so tightly to that Ring of Honor title.
What are you trying to say? No way. No. And Linsky didn't see it.
Yeah, this all works to Adam Cole's advantage here. Well, hang on a second here.
Ligero's got the belt.
Turnabout. Fair play. Cole is down.
He's going back to the top. And Linsky's slowly coming back to life.
Here we go.
No way.
History.
New champion. He's got him. My heart missed a beat. My word.
The wrestling world almost shook as Jay Lethal returns the title back to our announced position.
Yeah, he could have done it more nicely. Nearly a soprano now. Not the gangster from the New York area.
Ligero on an emotional roller coaster. He was just 1 second away from being Ring of Honor champion, and now he's locked in a battle of strikes against Jay Lethal.
And what a championship showdown we're seeing here on Loaded. And our main event is still to come. Digging in deep.
Yeah, the placement, the forearms onto the neck. Now they go onto the head, the bridge of the nose. Those have become punches now. Back to forearms. Ligero sends Lethal in. Lethal ducks the clothesline again using the hands. He got caught. Boy, no! Lethal has used that maneuver at least 3, now 4, 5 times in this match. Ligero had it scouted, but has no answer for the super kicks. Lethal injection. There it is. Cole in, handful of tights. He got him.
The champ retains. That's genius.